Samantha, can you tell us what's going on today? Are you and Daddy making breakfast?
It's cooking with Samantha and Doug. Oh no, it's in the kitchen with Samantha and Doug. We're here on this fine Sunday morning and we're just going to be putting together some breakfast. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take this delicious Bob Evans maple sausage.
Not all of it.
We're going to take half of this. You don't want all of it. That's ridiculous. And we're going to put it into this here skillet. Now off camera, and what I don't think those people over on that Food Cooking Network do is wash their hands. I think that's an important part of every meal, is to be clean. Right, Samantha? Right. Now, Samantha, you'll notice, is not wearing her apron. While I don't approve of that, due to the fact that the apron is just a little big for her, we're going to make an exception just this one time. Should I turn the skillet on? That sounds like a good first step. We're going to turn that on to a good medium.
Yes.
That feels good right there. I like that. If you feel like cooking faster, you can always turn it up. Results may vary. Now, what Samantha's working on right now is twofold. She is prepping the cheese for the finishing touch and also working on not falling off of the chair she's standing on. This is a maneuver that Grandma started with her, so all falls will be placed to Grandma. The freezer, fridge, what are you doing with it?
Put it back in the drawer. Okay.
All right, and we're back. Samantha, how's that cheese coming? Okay. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to take this here stick of butter, and we're gonna use a knife, and we're gonna. Ooh, you found your spoon. We're gonna cut 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter right off the onion. Now the tablespoons, if you're not sure, are the big lines. That's very important that you don't use the small lines. Those are a different measuring unit altogether. I think it's Canadian. Okay. We're going to drop this here into this side of the skillet. Now this is going to start sizzling and getting ready for that potato, which I'm going to throw in here next, because the name of this recipe is one skillet, potatoes, sausage, and eggs.
It's not melted yet, honey.
What you got to do is you got to move it around. Hear that sizzle? Samantha, you hear that sizzle?
Oh. Your assistant is leaving with the cheese.
Well, while we're taking care of that situation, why don't we go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back on Cooking in the Kitchen with Doug and Samantha. And we're back. Hang on. Cancel that one. Let's start. And we're back. You got to look into the camera.
Samantha.
And we're back with In the Kitchen with Samantha and Doug. Today we're working on our one skillet, potatoes, sausage, and eggs. Now what I've got working over here so far is we've got that sausage started, and we've got the butter melted for these here hash browns. And what I'm going to do is gently put these in the skillet. You can hear that skillet working. Just like that. I'm going to set this over here for my assistant Amanda, who handles all the cleaning in this house. Oh boy, Jesus. A little active. Now, while we're working on this, I'm going to take this here wooden spoon. This can also be used to beat your assistant if it ever comes up, but we would never do anything like that. Oh, do you want to use that one? Okay. The spoons can be purchased at any dollar store that you like. It's very convenient. But what I'm going to do here is just move these potatoes around as though I know what I'm doing. The key is pretending as though you are in total control, even though you really may not know. Because the key with the skillet, potatoes, sausage, and eggs is you just can't go wrong. I mean, really, how's this taste? Is that good? So while we're letting this work, I'm going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. Oh, and we're back. Samantha, why don't you tell the nice folks what we've been doing here while they were away watching stupid commercials? Exactly. We got the sausage working, the potatoes. Now I've taken this Giant Eagle brand butter flavored cooking spray, and it says you need to shake well and then point it at what you want to get the butter on. Good safety tip. Now you're going to spray some of this right onto the potatoes. Quick note there, if Grandma's watching, please ignore that last chemical-filled step. We're trying to crisp the potatoes. We're not trying to stay alive until we're 100. The next step here is we're going to actually want to flip these sausages. Just, ooh, okay. We can flip those sausages quicker. Okay, all right. And then, now what I do, because I am a food taste connoisseur, is I like to take some spices here. What I've got here is salt and pepper. Do you know the salt and pepper, Sam? There you go. Touch it with the wand. And we're just going to throw some salt right in there. Just liberally.
Not too liberally.
Not too liberally. And then a little bit of pepper, because everybody loves pepper. Especially these wonderful pepper and salt shakers that my lovely wife stole from a Ritz-Carlton. Horrible. Still have in this house, though. Anyway, hey, how's the cheese coming? What Samantha's been working on over here is getting this mild cheddar beat into a pulp. She's also trying to eat it through the bag. Very complicated stuff here. I would not recommend you trying any of this at home. So while we're waiting for our sausage to not burn and also our potatoes, we're going to go ahead and let you enjoy some more delightful advertisements. And we'll be right back on In the Kitchen with Doug and Samantha. Samantha and Doug. Oh, we're on. Hey, how'd that look, everybody? Looks pretty good, huh? So, our next step here is we're going to need to crack some eggs and put them in this Pyrex container here. Also, we need to find out how that sausage is doing. Is that sausage done yet or not quite done? So we're going to give that a little more time. Samantha's still working the cheese. Now, the key to a good egg crack is making sure that no one is watching, because it can be a real circus. For those of you at home who may not be real confident, I recommend practicing cracking eggs. Might be a little bit of shell there. The shells are good for an added crunch, something that really surprises people, especially when they're not expecting it. What do you think, Samantha? Is that a shell in there?
Yeah, I can see it from here.
Yes. Please excuse me. Why don't you look at something else for a minute? Once you get all of the shells out of the eggs, you're going to want to add some milk. But first, our sausage is coming up just great. So what you want to take is a plate with a couple of paper towels. And what this does is it helps keep everybody in the house healthy. You know, you don't want too much grease. There is such a thing. I don't believe in that. Here at Samantha and Doug's Kitchen, we believe more grease, more better. But, you know, whatever. Okay, now take a good look at those. How's that look, Samantha? Very nice, yes. Okay, so we're going to set those over to the side here. And we're going to go back to focusing on our potatoes. Now that you've got more skillet space, it's good to let the potatoes kind of spread out, stretch their legs a little bit while we get the milk into this this here concoction. We're just going to add just a little bit.
A little more.
A little more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, they're right there, right there. And then you're going to want to beat these eggs until they know who's boss. See how that works right there, Sam? Oh, yeah. What do you think? You want to beat it until it's a good yellowy white-ish. Take a good look right there. That's what you're going for. Notice the lack of eggshells. Yes, exactly. And then what you'll want to do with that is put your milk away. And we're going to go right back to the skillet and put the eggs right in right now. Yes. But first you're going to want to pull those potatoes back. Nobody likes an eggy potato. Just doesn't make sense. Right, Samantha? My assistant has lost her cheese. Okay, we're just going to pour that right in. Just, oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's nice. Okay. Now, if you ever run into a situation like this where your assistant just leaves the room, you're going to want to make sure that the basement door is shut, and also probably get her back here pretty quick.
Commercial?
No, we'll be all right. This gives you a chance to kind of talk as the off-camera host.
So we greatly appreciate Doug and Samantha making breakfast this morning since Mommy can't hardly walk. We hope you all enjoy this video if we ever figure out how to string them all together. For the record, Doug hasn't cooked in, like, ever.
Oh, crap. Okay, here, where's your spatula? I need you to get this cheese really ready to go. Just like that. Left hand. There's still hope. There you go. Okay, now with the eggs, what you want to do is just move them around a little bit. Yeah. It's important because what happens if you don't move them around is they typically just burn. And I don't know about you, but I'm not a big fan of the burnt eggs. Now, some of you out there might like a burnt egg. Hey, far be it from me to tell you what to do. Now, the other thing is don't forget about the potatoes. That's a classic mistake. If you forget about the potatoes while you're focused on chasing your assistant through the house and or the eggs, they can burn. Now, that didn't happen here. I'm just talking about what may have happened. Quick little bugger.
You can probably put the cheese.
Okay. Oh, we're ready for the cheese. Samantha, is the cheese ready? I don't think the eggs are ready yet, though.
It's okay. You want to do it before the eggs are ready.
What you'll want to do is make sure you add the cheese. Now, Samantha, can I have this cheese? Is there any unopened cheese? Okay. You want to make sure that you have the newest cheese. No, that's not for you. We need to find her something new. Here, play with those. And what you'll want to do is put a generous helping of cheese on top of everything.
Not the eggs. Or the...
Well, I like to put cheese on my eggs, so my show, my rules. Now you might be saying to yourself, boy, Doug, that looks like a lot of cheese. But, you know, it's my show. Right, Sam? Sam likes a lot of cheese. She's what you would call a cheese fan. Now, those are the scones, or wait, what were those? Those are muffins that were from yesterday. I would have to say that in the kitchen with Samantha and Doug, we're a little above muffins.
They were blueberry biscuits.
See, I don't know what they are. It doesn't matter. And with that, I'd say we're done. Now, if you want additional details on how this meal was prepared, please go to our website. And otherwise, we'll see you next week at the same time for probably the same meal, because we really don't change a lot here. Samantha, wave bye-bye.
Say bye-byes.
Bye-bye.